Get a £5 free bet every week with Offer Club from William Hill. Simply stake a total of £20 or more across the week on pre-match football accumulators with 4 or more selections, and you'll get a £5 free bet on the Friday. Join William Hill Offer Club on mobile or online now.
James Held at IFL TV in association with Mackley's Gym Bar. With me I've got 3-time Irish champion Peter McDONAGH. How are you, Pete?
Yeah, good James, how you doing, mate?
I'm very well, keeping good. Big fight week, Gennady Golovkin versus KELL BROOK. We've seen the workouts today and all the hype that surrounds big fight week. Talk to me a little bit about this fight firstly, mate.
Firstly, got to give KELL BROOK big respect for taking the fight. Obviously I think Gennady Golovkin is probably the best man on the planet at the moment, you know, in every department. You know, his balance, his power, his ring presence, his distance. I mean, he is an absolute machine. And KELL BROOK to jump up 2 weights to fight Gennady Golovkin, you know, it's a big ask. And but like I say, we all come in this game, we sign contracts, and we'll all fight each other. Well, genuine fighters fight each other. I mean, all these kids that are pulling out of fights, you know, been offered an opportunity to fight, you know, a superstar and put your name up in lights. I can't understand why people pull out of them fights. Do
you think people should be getting behind KELL BROOK a little bit more and giving him respect for stepping up and taking such a big chance against Golovkin?
Yeah, most definitely, because people are saying that, you know, he's took it for the payday, and you know, but listen, payday or no payday, listen, you're getting in there against an absolute monster. You know, Golovkin's class, and you know, Brook's got to be at his best, you know, to even be anywhere near Golovkin in that fight.
What do you make of the fact that Brook has gone up from 147 and he looks really good at the weight at the workouts? Everybody's saying how strong he looks and stuff. How do you think he'll cope with that?
I think Brook blows up in between fights. We was in a film a little while ago together, and I said, what you weigh? And he said about 15.5 stone. I can't believe it. It was only a few weeks after the fight. Maybe his preferable weight is like middleweight. I wouldn't say he's a big middleweight. You know, I know Golovkin's not a big middleweight, but he's been flattening big middleweights, and I think at the moment it's just too much of an ask for KELL BROOK. You know, moving up to middleweight. I'm not saying that he won't campaign there in the future, but not in this fight.
If KELL BROOK does happen to beat Golovkin, where does he go? Where does this make him in your terms of profile?
Well, he becomes a superstar overnight, doesn't he? I mean, I said the same about Tyson Fury when Tyson Fury beat Klitschko. I mean, I said he was up against it and he had a lot to do, you know, to do it, and he did become a superstar overnight. Not in the public eye, but in boxing people's eyes, he did become a superstar overnight. You know, and it'd be the same with KELL BROOK come Saturday night. But you know, I'm not one of them people to sit on the fence. You know, I believe, I know Kell well, but I'd like to see Kell do it. But I know 100% that I think 100% that Golovkin will knock KELL BROOK out. No two ways about it.
Can you see KELL BROOK in that case going back down to fight at 147? And does that leave the possibility in your way of thinking that the Amir Khan fight could logically happen down the line?
I think KELL BROOK beats Amir Khan. You know, he moved up and fought Canelo at light middleweight. Amir Khan got flattened, and I mean, I don't think Canelo flattens KELL BROOK, but I think Golovkin's a step too high. And there's elite fighters and there's superstars, and Golovkin is a superstar.
You obviously won titles at 3 different weights, Irish titles at 3 different weights, and that. What's the difference, obviously, from the depletion in when you've been made to a certain weight for ages to then having that few extra pounds? Is it more of a case? Is it a psychological thing, or do you think where you can relax too much and maybe miss the weight where you're sort of overconfident, or does it help you in terms of refueling?
I mean, look, the level I've boxed, you know, I've boxed at, obviously I've won national titles, but the level I've boxed at compared to that level, there's two different things, but there is still the same thing in the weight category. But what you'll find is when you move up to, say, light middleweight, and I'm a welterweight, I was a light welterweight at the time, but when you're, you know, and you move up to light middleweight, you do get a little bit comfortable with the weight. You ain't got to do as many hard runs, you ain't got to do as many, you know, so you can drop things out. Alright, it can make you a little bit stronger, but what I can see in this fight is Brook starting sharp, coming out very sharp, being quite strong for the first few rounds, but the ring presence of Golovkin alone, without even throwing punches, will drain KELL BROOK. And I think once he gets drained, and as soon as he gets banged with a couple of body shots, it'll slow him down to a heavyweight's pace. You know, that's how I can see the fight going. You know, it's what you got to realise with Golovkin. He's not a bully. He's not this. He's not. Listen, he had a decorated amateur career. No, I think I lost 2 or 3 as an amateur. I mean, I watched yesterday. I've done a lot of like watching on KELL BROOK, and I watched him against Lucien Boutet as an amateur. He knocked him flat, knocked him cold. Lucien Boutet was a good fighter.
Good super middleweight.
Yeah, good super middleweight. You know, and I think Golovkin hits you, mate. It's good night. You know, so I only see the fight going one way. You know, but it's great for pay-per-view. You know, we've got, please God, we've got obviously Klitschko coming to the country, super champion. We've got Golovkin coming to the country, super champion. So the promoters are doing a great job.
Charlie Edwards on the card as well, where MGM's very own fighting for a world title. So that's fantastic to see him getting an opportunity so on in his early on.
Oh
in his
yeah,
career.
massive. 8 fights he had.
This will be his ninth
Fight. I mean, I train with Charlie when I'm at MGM, when I'm at the headquarters in MGM, and he's a phenomenal trainer. He trains really hard. He don't miss a day. All the hill runs, does everything right. Listen, even if it's come a little bit early for him this fight, you know, he's still a novice in the game. You know, but he's got the belief he's going to win. I think he's got a big task in front of him, and listen, if anyone can do it, Charlie can do it. You know.
What other fights on the card excite you?
Looking forward to the Stewie Hall fight against
Lee Haskins.
Lee Haskins, yeah. I mean, it's a good fight. Clash of styles. One's a boxer. One's just a come forward fighter. So. Did
you see the first fight between them?
No, I didn't see it. I didn't watch that. No.
It's decent enough fight from what I can gather. I didn't watch the fight myself, but I've seen a lot of the reviews and sort of read ups about it.
Yeah, but how I see the fight, Stewie Hall's had a lot of hard fights. I mean, the Butler fight, and you know, I honestly believe that, you know, Haskins is on the up and Hall's, I'm not saying he's on the way down, but I think Haskins is come on leaps and bounds, and I think he has left that party life behind, which he used to be involved in. I think now he knows he's got the world title. This is his opportunity. 33 years old. I think he will do well, and I think it could be a late stoppage.
Yeah, I don't think Lee's got the nickname, the moniker, the Playboy for no other reason than what it is.
No. So, you know, I think he's got his head together now. And
you mentioned obviously the belt factor. When Stewie Hall had the belt, of the IBF belt, he seemed to really sort of turn his game up and up the levels. Do you think that factor will be the same for Haskins? The fact that he is the IBF champion now, and having that belt will give him maybe an extra 10% and some more confidence.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, Haskins. You know, and the thing is, he's coming to. Although he's not an Eddie Hearn fighter, Stewie Hall is. He's coming to the O2. Listen, it doesn't matter where he goes. He's got to America and took the title, so it's not a big thing to him to. You know, he's a real fighter. He just go anywhere, defend the title, and all that. I mean, it's the same with Golovkin. The fans have got to get behind KELL BROOK. Listen, we're behind him. I know KELL well, and I hope KELL wins. But Jesus, as soon as Gennady Golovkin walks into that arena, the crowd are going to be with him. He's a superstar, do you know what I mean? He's you know, you ain't going to get many fighters on the shores like him, you know? He's class. I mean, I spoke to Matthew Macklin after Matthew Macklin boxed him, and he said, listen, he hit him with a jab, and he said his jab was like a brick hitting him. You know, he's a phenomenal fighter, and I mean, for all the pundits out there and people that think they know about boxing and this and that, to sit there and say he's a plodder, you know, all he can do is plod. Other people, all he is strong. Rubbish. If you know boxing, you know he's got great balance. You know, his balance is like Rigondeaux's balance. You know, he's got power like Mike Tyson. He's got a chin like Peter McDONAGH, right? And what more does he need?
Mate, you're right. You could pass for Golovkin, actually. He's got a bit of an Eastern European face. Certainly ain't Irish. Definitely ain't Irish.
You know, it's all the years working at the car wash.
That's right. On that note, before we go, obviously a little bit about yourself again, Pete. When can we see you out in action? We know you was meant to be on the Fury Klitschko 2. We're now waiting announcements regarding that. We've seen some tweets from Peter Fury saying we're not far away. So are you expecting, hopefully, fingers crossed, to be on that card?
Yeah, hopefully big fight on the Fury Klitschko October 29th. We'll probably find out tomorrow morning. Apparently there's going to be an announcement, so hopefully that's what happens, and I can carry on and get back out to MGM, the headquarters, and do a little bit of training and get back up to Peter Fury and finish the camp.
No one can say you're not flying the flag. Even in your downtime at home, you and the family are wearing MGM tops, so can't beat that, right, Shannon?
Yeah.
They're great to us and support Shannon in her acting as well, and obviously me and me boxing. I've been with them like 3.5 years now. It was their anniversary the other day, 4 years. I mean, it's turned my career around since I've been with them. I ain't lost since I've been with them. I've had 3 belts. and many more to come.
That's right, not doing too bad for someone aged 47, Pete.
Just turned 58. Yeah, James, thanks for the interview, mate.
On that note, thank you very much for giving us a bit of time today, the McDonaghs. We look forward to seeing you real soon. Thank you
Cheers,
very
James.
much.
Thank you very much.
Get a £5 free bet every week with Offer Club from William Hill. Simply stake a total of £20 or more across the week on pre-match football accumulators with 4 or more selections, and you'll get a £5 free bet on the Friday. Join William Hill Offer Club on mobile or online now.